Boy, just when I thought that Bond's backstory couldn't get any more tragic, this episode proves me wrong again. Holy crap. And I gotta admit, it ties itself up with Zhivago, I guess, his inspirational father of Bond from his childhood. And we start off with little Bond as in, I guess, the village where he grew up as a thief. And he was raised up that way by his douchebag of parents, forced him to steal for them. And it didn't even matter if he was hungry, they only cared about themselves. So that's why Svigo turned out to be a role model, I guess a father figure for Bond, which I guess another character was introduced that had a sounding impact on Bond's life. We already had Elaine, we already had Meliodas, and now we have Svigo. And even now, as the, I guess, revealed to be the Fox that was saved in the previous episode, so that ties itself. If he really has the ability to revive Elaine, or if not, then, like I said, I think that role of being the replacement for Elaine might go to Jericho, just the way that she's there too. I stated that in the previous episode. Is going to be the key factor for King's development, because obviously he got ticked off when he saw Hamilton, and he didn't want to train there because obviously the amount of abuse that not only Deanna got put through, but Hellbrom as well. So King said, "No, I'm not doing this," even though he would get trashed by the Ten Commandments, and he would not be able to protect Deanna. So we also come to find out that Gale Thunder and company have already been starting training, and they're already passed out with shirtless. And come to find out, in order to enter the cave and train, you have to go in pairs, which is similar to the hyperbolic time chamber, the room of spirit in time from Dragon Ball. So that's very reminiscent. Or the only thing, I guess, the fourth light strip, and I think it's kind of convenient that Deanna and Merlin are not able to train right now. So obviously Merlin's obviously still in soul form, because obviously she's using the sacred treasure, and obviously Deanna's MIA right now alongside Matarona. So it's kind of convenient that Deanna and Merlin are around. It would have been nice to see them shirtless, just saying. Kick off with I guess, move on to the flashback with Bond, and really he's just being abused by everybody in this village because are forcing him to do that. He comes into contact when he gets locked up by Svigo, and he's like asking him to train him to become a thief, because it's kind of interesting. In present time, when Svigo was actually rescued by Bond, he says he had two kids. And then in the flashback, he only had one, so he values Bond as a kid, obviously. So I thought that was kind of cool. Bond ended up training to steal, and on top of that, he ended up getting tricked into thinking, oh, he's going to get a gold coin if he helps somebody else, I guess, a couple out. If helps a couple out, instead, he ends up he was going to get pawned off to somebody else. So he's going to get shipped off, and he's going to be sold for somebody else. So I thought that was kind of messed up. So here comes Svigo for the save, and once again, they have an encounter, and this is where Svigo actually tells Bond, not to trust humans so much. But Bond pretty much says, I trust you. So that's kind of cool. And in the present time, Svigo is convinced that Bond is pretty much dead, because there was a crossroad where not only Bond was in trouble because he decided to go steal by himself, which put him in a lot of trouble, but also his real son was pretty much in trouble as well, because his village was being attacked at the same time. It got discovered. And that's why he didn't want to get found out by Bond. So that was kind of interesting. It was an interesting dilemma. He goes to save his real son. Obviously, he tears up because he realizes, I abandoned you. I'm scum. When it comes to find out that Bond's still alive, he said, no, I don't hold any grudges, because I learned not to trust humans so much. So I thought that was kind of cool. And if you look at the preview, it looks like they're actually having a father-son moment. So that could be kind of awkward considering how Bond is now. And given the fact that Jericho's there, again, like I've been stating, she's there for a specific reason, and if Elaine doesn't get brought back, then I get that feeling that Elaine's role is going to be passed on to Jericho, and they're going to grow closer and closer as time goes on. Obviously, there's a long way to go, but that's just the feelings I'm getting. And on top of that, like I said, we have King, who is pretty much struggling to cope with the fact that Henriksen's still there. We had Goat for, I guess, Hauser and Gale Thunder training first off, and Gale Thunder comes up with a pretty interesting power up. He's able to use the lightning around him to actually as a suit of armor. So I thought that was pretty cool. Hauser also gets a power up as well by using his wind on his stick. They go in with a bunch of sticks, no weapons. So that's some interesting development. And by the end, we have Meliodas and King going at it. And King actually is pretty much asking the question, because Meliodas is like, he's willing to admit that he made a mistake and he was controlled by somebody else. And revealing that by the Ten Commandments, King pretty much asked the $1,000,000 question. Hey, how do you know so much about the Ten Commandments? Are you part of the Demon Clan? Which he only specified and mentioned to Bon, and Bon got pissed off by season 1, I believe. So this time he asked the question because King was pissed off because of what happened to the Iron Hell Room. So there's another conflict in the works, and it's King, and it looks like he's going to direct the same kind of anger that he had for Bon when we first got introduced to King on Meliodas. So that's an interesting development. But I think this is just going to tap with a loose end with this character. He's already gotten a power up, so now he's trained. Meliodas says, "Yeah, I'm good to get that my seal powers back, but I need to train first so my body can hang with it." So I thought that was kind of cool. I'm pretty sure we're going to end with Bon, and he's going to make. I think his cat with Zhivago is going to make him actually rethink his decision about if he doesn't have the ability to revive Elaine, and it seems like all hope is lost. Then Bon is going to be approached with the task of saving what you have left, and that would be the rest of his crew as well as Jericho. So I think that's going to be the crossroads, and that's where Bon is going to. We know he's going to make it to where the rest of the sins are, and we know at some point Escanor is going to appear as well. We just don't know when and how. And we know the Ten Commandments are pretty much sucking souls. The last time we saw them, Mass Deep and I guess Garland is the only real two that got feats. But although we couldn't find out that another sin was actually manipulating Hendrickson and now Dreyfus. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this review if you did appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for more 7 Deadly Sins. Catch you guys later. Bye.